Thank you for coming by, Tory Magoo 44. Today is the 9th of December. We've got 2 weeks until Christmas. And it's already Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah for the people celebrating that. So this is my third take on Entheta. I changed it because I don't like the lighting of it. And then I thought I uploaded it, but it didn't seem like it did. So I'm going to try it again. So bear with me. If you've seen other ones, that's the only reason why I'm changing it, because the first one was really this weird white light, and I'm kind of funny on lighting. So there you go. So I changed it. I'm trying it again, and that's that. So this is a video on Entheta. It's a word that L. Ron Hubbard used. No, wait, let's see. Okay, that's right. I already put it away. This is his... I keep this for this reason, to kind of educate people. Technical dictionary. All these things are, all these words. I mean, it's just amazing. When I first got in, it was a little paper pamphlet of Scientology terms. That was it. Now it's like just thousands of words that Hubbard created. Basically, every cult, this is a really weird thing that I found out. I went to a cult conference. How's that? Purple. I went to a cult conference, and there were many different cults in it. But every single person who would talk to me, I would say, you were in the Sea Org, right? You know, in Scientology. And they'd say, no, Church of Christ. You know, or some other Jehovah's Witnesses. It didn't matter. They were in some other cult. But every single cult is very, very similar. And they all have this secret lingo. Every single one of them. One way or the other. Scientology probably has more. I've talked to academics who've studied cults, and they say the two worst ones are the Moonies and Scientology, because they do build in these traps into your head so that you can't keep talking to people because it's Entheta, right? And so here's what he said about Entheta. Okay. It means enturbulated theta. So Hubbard says we're theta, right? Like your thought or life is theta. So enturbulated theta is stuff that's screwed up, right? So especially refers to communication which, based on lies and confusions, which they say I'm spouting lies and confusion to you, even though I'm reading to you their technical dictionary. Lies and confusion are slanderous, choppy, or destructive in an attempt to overwhelm or suppress a person or group. Am I trying to suppress you? No. Am I trying to overwhelm you? No. The truth is, L. Ron Hubbard wrote Dianetics in 1950, and there were a bunch of people that followed him, and then they started leaving. And my explanation is it's very similar to The Truman Show. If you haven't watched that movie, get it. It's with Jim Carrey, and it's very similar to Scientology. You cannot see the walls when you're in The Truman Show. You just can't see the walls. That's all there is to it. People ask me all the time, how could you be in something for 30 years? And I said, have you ever seen The Truman Show? And people who have go, oh, I get it. You know, and it's so insulated and so insular. Or, insulated. You know, it's like you're in it. And you're surrounded by people that are Scientologists. They cut off people who don't like Scientology. Your friends, your family, your parents. It doesn't matter. If they're not for you, they're not for Hubbard, they're not for David Miscavige now, get rid of them. And they'll send you to ethics and show you you're in doubt, and you've got to pick either us, all these wonderful people, or these creepy friends of yours that are just trying to stop our religion. Okay, first of all, it's not really a religion. I call it a soul-sucking, multi-level, creepy business. Right? It's a fraudulent business. That's really what it is. It's a triangle. Think of it like a triangle, and the higher up you get, the more money it costs, and the less it works, because everything's Entheta. So the higher up you get, it's like you can't talk, you can't look, you can't watch television, you can't think. And people that are out there go, why would anyone do that? And you know what? No one would. That's the tricky thing. But most of us got in. I was a hippie in San Francisco in the 60s, and that ended, and I ended up, somebody gave me a Dianetics book, and I thought, all right, that's it. I'm quitting college, I'm going to join Scientology. But here's what actually happens. They declare people suppressive. This is an SP declare. This is my SP declare. My name was Tory and that's my married name, And they declared me in September in 2000. I escaped out in July. By September, they'd already declared me. Didn't tell me they're supposed to do all these ethics things to help you and make sure that it's all right before they declare you. Didn't do any of it. Just declared me SP. Okay, so 2, Theta, which has been confused and chaotically mixed with the material universe, in which will lie in this confusion until death or some other process de-interbulates it. So that means money. You're going to have to pay for auditing to get de-interbulated, right? And it costs a lot of money to get de-interbulated. So it's better to just go, I don't want to hear it. I'm not reading it. No, don't even tell me about it. I don't want to know about it. It's Entheta, right? And theta below 2.0 on this tone scale we call Entheta. So that's why they're always calling all of us, anybody who's speaking out against them or exposing any of their abuses, which most of them don't even really recognize because they're in the Truman Show and everything's perfect here. We're the most ethical people on the planet. I mean, come on. What are you thinking of? You must have talked to Tory or Chris Shelton or Karen De La Care, or you talked to Tony Ortega, right? Or you read that Xenu.net thing. You know, those are all just filled with Entheta and lies. You know, what could you be thinking of? You know, no, you're either with us or you're with them. So which is it? They're filled with Entheta. Lies, confusion, they're trying to hurt you. You're going to have to get auditing to clean it up. Or you're with us, the totally ethical, top, most ethical people on the planet. I mean, which would you rather be with? And that's the doubt formula. You have to pick one or the other. There's no in between. It's either them or the other guys. That's it. The other guys are totally evil, of course, and, you know, the worst people on the planet. They're declared suppressive, and it's in writing, so it must be true, because L. Ron Hubbard said if it isn't in writing, it isn't true, right? So you're talking to a seriously suppressive person. And you can watch most of my videos. I mean, meet Mr. Anonymous. Come on, give me a break. This guy's from Norway. I went to Norway to meet Andreas Heldelin, who created Xenu.net, xenu.net. This is Mr. Anonymous. Hello. And he's one of my buddies. Because when they first declared me suppressive, I had very few friends. And overnight, I mean, it was such a great thing for anybody in and lurking. It is such a great thing to leave the Church of Scientology. Because A, it isn't a church, and you know it. It's not really a religion. It's a soul-sucking business that's a fraudulent business, and they're just bleeding you to death for money that you don't really have, and you really shouldn't be giving to them, because Miscavige is up there laughing about you. The last time he had auditing was 1997. So come on. Does the guy believe in the tech? Hell no. No. He's nothing. His one deposition he was in, all he could say was, I don't know. I don't really know about that. I'm not trained in that. I don't know. Miscavige, you can run, but you cannot hide. I have told you for 17 years, TikTok, time is on our side. Why? Because we on this side, and all of Leah's fans, Leah, Mike, everybody that was on the show, we're on the side of truth and honesty. We're telling the truth. People are telling their stories. They're their stories. They're not lies. Scientology has to stop you from watching it. They have to try to stop other people. They're like, don't look, don't talk. It's Entheta. Right? No, it isn't Entheta. If they say it's Entheta, you can pretty much count on it's a factual information or it's someone's personal story they don't want you to hear. That's it. That's really what Entheta is. And there's nothing more to it than that. It's a means of stopping people from looking at, reading, or hearing anything that they don't want known. Why would they not want it known? Because you have to just think of it this way. This is the final checkmate, in my opinion. Everyone on this side that is an ex-Scientologist, a critic, a never-in, all the fans of Leah's, anyone that's looking at information and learning, we're on the side of truth, right? We can say, look at both sides. make up your own mind. I'm not saying to you, you have to follow me. You look and learn, learn Scientology stuff. I wouldn't say go into it because it's very much like the Hotel California. You can check in, but you can't check out. But you can certainly go online and read stuff. And it's not that it's all bad. Of course it isn't. I wouldn't stay if it was 30 years of bad stuff. It wasn't. They have stuff that's good. But when you find out, the truth is Hubbard was just a master thief, right? He knew how to copy paste stuff and then rewrap it, put a new bow on it and say, L. Ron Hubbard wrote it. And we've traced it down. Almost every single piece of technology, there was something earlier that he took it from and created it, recreated it, and said it was his. It's not that that's something new or awful,